With transitions in any market, the consumer will find vendors dedicated to a specific video choice, while other vendors will work to integrate various video options. For someone new to this space, the terminology and the choices can be overwhelming. This portion of the toolkit provides a brief overview of the major choices an organization has when deciding on the video platform for their individual purposes. Many healthcare systems in the US who were early adopters of telehealth used a dedicated video conferencing system. Generally, the hardware is on the premises of the healthcare system and maintained by their IT department. Some states have invested in a statewide telehealth network, which includes an investment in a video network infrastructure. These investments provide a high quality experience as well as local control around issues of access and impact on the corporate or state health network. These investments are likely not used only for patient care, but also for administrative, online, educational, and repositories for storage of corporate video and many other types of functions. From a technology standpoint, dedicated systems adhere to the standard known as H.323, which is a mixed bag of standards that covers how the audio, video, the initiation, and other parameters are constructed and handled. However, despite the standards, there's enough room for customization of the technology such that one company's H.323 system doesn't always and automatically connect to another company's H.323 system and keep all the features offered by the video platform of one or the other company. While these interconnectivity issues can be addressed, sometimes they require additional purchases or customizations. So it's a good idea to ask experienced users if you intend on connecting a new system to older equipment. You can reach out to your local telehealth resource centers for a lot more insight and information on this type of question, also if you're going to be connecting to their systems as well. Dedicated systems run independent of any other computer support. They run their own operating system and software, manage their own user interface. In short, it's a computer monitor, camera, microphone, speaker system that's dedicated to doing one thing, video conferencing. The benefits are that the hardware doesn't have to balance handling other programs or applications, and the risk of malware and security is a lot less than a typical consumer computer. Of course, the benefit is also the primary drawback, as computer equipment that is commonly found in the clinic and back office setting can't really be used. With the rise of mobile devices and consumer interest in accessing video services from their own devices, historically dedicated and isolated systems have been modified to connect with personal computers through browsers and various applications. The interface navigation of the older equipment was initially designed to use a TV remote, which left a lot to be desired as far as user experience. To make dedicated equipment useful in multiple rooms, equipment was often placed on carts and moved from room to room. This increased the complexity of use as with every move, the system would have to be disconnected, moved, and then set up again and connectivity reestablished. Despite all these obstacles in the late 1990s and early 2000s, this was really the only practical option. More modern systems have significantly improved the user interface with touchscreens and use of contact lists to make connecting a lot easier. While software-based video chat has been available to consumers since the mid-1990s, the launch of Skype in 2003 really helped frame the expectations and awareness that consumer computing devices were getting powerful enough to handle the complex encoding calculations required for real-time video communications. Since then, the envelope has expanded to include high-definition video and even multiple high-definition video streams to be reliably passed between two computers on the internet in a peer-to-peer configuration. Today, with the introduction and adoption of WebRTC protocols and application programming interfaces, video communication solutions that leverage the common internet browser are relatively easy and inexpensive to build for peer-to-peer communications. While many of the pure software video solutions provide excellent quality for a one-on-one call and multi-party calls with a few participants, These offerings were historically geared toward the consumer and for non-business critical communications. Personal and mobile devices have achieved a level of functionality and standardization with onboard features such as camera, microphone, and speakers that have really supported a significant growth in the online communication market. Today, there are numerous web-based video communication solutions in the market which specifically are tailored for healthcare services with design, security, and implementation. The first direct-to-consumer medical services use these types of solutions initially for their web-based video solutions and remain in use today. Depending on your clinical and operational needs, web-based software platforms can be a very cost-effective way to provide services to your patients and customers. As businesses and healthcare systems purchased various video systems, and as the industry changed and new, easier systems came on the market, it quickly became clear that there was an interest in having different systems connect to each other. One challenge with an on-prem solution was that each client had their own version of customization, depending on how their network and security solutions were implemented around their video infrastructure. More recently, video vendors have been taking on that task of managing the video servers themselves, offering video as a hosted service either completely or in tandem with on-premises hardware. For many businesses and healthcare systems, this approach offers a cost-effective way to incorporate video into operation without having to assume the task of hiring IT people that are trained to manage the complexities of video hardware. For vendors, this approach allows them to maintain the servers in a scaled and redundant environment while monitoring the quality of service, as well as ensuring that updates and patches are quickly and appropriately implemented. Administrators find this option attractive as the companies offering these services are typically large and well-financed since their services are offered across multiple industries. For larger systems or systems that produce or frequently access corporate video streams, on-premises storage or on-premises media servers can be a reason to invest in tools and servers to support management of proprietary content on the premises while still leveraging video services that are hosted.